Welcome to Shreveport, Louisiana, home to the 11th oldest bowl game in college football, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Louisiana Tech's offense has the ball first today. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And
the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wiggins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Gandy. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Coastal Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The shot that clears, trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Scanning the field, it's Collier. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the shot that clears will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hinton. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Simpkins. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. To the air, it's Collier. There's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The shot that clears are on the move. On the run, it's Simpkins. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play. He couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Looking for a man. It's Collier. Another incompletion on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kick. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Buys a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot, and now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Fenwick. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it. The give on the counter. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. The give on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. He'll go to the sneak. Louisiana Tech trying to move the chains on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Creates a little space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Collier. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They punted away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. To throw, it's Baker. And the throw out to the sideline, just a few yards. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's Gandy. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And as time runs out here in the 2nd quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, I myself have been in Shreveport to call the Independence Bowl. What a fantastic experience, and we've had ourselves a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking for a man, it's Collier. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the shot to clears wants to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hinton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. He'll keep it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The shot that clears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
He'll do it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back on this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He caught it! They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Back to pass, it's Collier. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. That's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They think there's room to run to the right here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go right back to it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Collier. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Chanticleers will punt this one away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wiggins. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Running to Green. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Snap it to the back. That is it. Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.